Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Ritu Podcast Show. This is my season three, episode four, I must say. And all this while, and I've been doing this for three seasons, and people have often asked me, Ritu, how did you think of doing a podcast show? And I have never said it on the show, so I thought today was a good day to share that with my viewers and how my journey began as a podcast host. So, I the simple answer is that I just love people. I love people. I'm interested in them. I like to know where they come from, what their life journeys have been, how they became what they became, and what sort of people or experiences that impacted their lives. And that reflection started when I was introspecting my own life. That, wow, there have been at least certain milestone instances or experiences in my life that actually changed course of my life altogether, and sometimes they didn't. So it's just interesting for me. It's interesting to know people. So that's how it began. And I have got on my podcast people that I have known from long ago, people that I have met over the time and found them interesting and thought their stories worth telling, to know them more just beneath the surface. So that's my thought process of even having a podcast. And yeah, with that, I have today one of such people that I have known for quite a while now. She's my friend's sister, so we have met socially a few times. And whenever I have met her, Chaitra, when I have met her, she always came about a very graceful, dignified, and with so much of poise, and I have known about her talents. So I really thought that, wow, this person is really interesting and I want her on my podcast. And so thank you, Chatra, for coming on my show today and accepted to have share your life journey snippets with my viewers. Yeah, welcome to the show. With
Thank
that,
you.
I would just like to have viewers have a little bit of introduction before we deep dive into your life.
Thank you so much, Ritu. Actually, I was curious to know how you started your journey too. So I'm really glad to hear that. Uh, well, you love people. I've heard a bunch of your podcasts too. So it's amazing. And I'm excited to be here too. So thank you so much for inviting me. So hello to all of you viewers. My name is Chaitra Raghavendra. Uh, I am actually Ritu's sister's friend. So I've known Ritu for many years now, 10 plus years, I'm sure. Um, so I, um, so I'm originally from Bangalore, India. I moved to the US 20, almost 25 years ago now. And I came to do my master's in computer science, and then I've been working here. I met my husband here in school, and then so it's been quite a journey from India to the US, and I'm sure a lot of folks will share, like things I've gone through in my journey as well.
Yes,
So
yes, sure, sure.
it's exciting, and definitely I'm happy to be here.
Good, good, great. Thanks, Chatra, for that introduction. And like I said, we're going to go into each of these aspects in a little bit. But for my first question, I wanted to ask you, just like you mentioned, you started your journey in India and then moved to the US for your master's. What what was transition like, both academically and culturally? Culturally.
Yeah, that's a great question. I was born and brought up in Bangalore. My parents were born and brought up in Bangalore, so my entire life has been in and around Bangalore. Um, and so I did my bachelor's in Bangalore, and then my sister, she decided to come over to the US. She was in New Jersey, actually. And
Hmm.
so I was like, okay, I worked for a year in Bangalore, and then I was like, maybe I should come here as well. I'll
Mm-hmm.
give it a try. So
Mm-hmm.
I came over, and it was something else. I've never lived in hostels, or at least outside. my parents' protection, right? So it was something else coming to the US on your own, pretty much. So I came to Connecticut. So my sister was in New Jersey. So it wasn't too bad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was so
Mm-hmm.
homesick the first few months that I used to travel every week to my sister's place.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like I used to attend classes Monday to Friday, and then Friday evening I used to drive, and then Monday morning I used to come back. And so I remember those days, it was really hard, but uh, after the first semester or so, I think I got a hang of it, and then I got used to it, making friends, and so that's where I met my husband too. He came in to do his master's in
Mm-hmm.
mechanical engineering. I came to do computer science, and so so we met there, and from then on, it was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was academically it was hard because I did my bachelor's in electronics and communication engineering, but here I came to do my master's in electrical engineering first. That's where I
Mm,
came in as. But
mm,
it was so hard. I mean, the foundation that we get in India is so different from what it is here, right? It is
yes.
very different. People are so much ahead. They are so knowledgeable. So,
Mm-hmm.
it is really hard for folks to do their masters if you've done your bachelor's in India to really cope
Mm,
up with what the
mm-hmm.
expectations are. So that
Mm,
was definitely a challenge, and culturally too. Oh my God, uh, uh, coming from a cocoon in India to
yeah.
here, right? It's
Mm,
multicultural, so many
yeah.
languages, people.
Yeah.
Um, so it was a lot of acclimatization that I had to do, and get to know how things work. And I didn't even know how to cook at that time. I didn't know how to even cook rice or anything. So it was a huge
You
learning
know,
experiences.
Chaitra, while you telling me all that, I am also thinking back at my journey because I came to US around the same time, 2002, so it's been 25 years. And
Yeah,
although my situation was different than yours because I got married and came, but the experience are still what you're telling me. Like same
yeah,
thing with the culture and coming from a protected family, and I never even worked in India or never lived in hostels. I did my entire schooling, college in same town, lived at home. So for me also it was big change, and I same thing like yours. And then when I started
yeah,
venturing out and I tried to do some school here, so I got a little gist of how schools here and how they work and stuff. So yeah,
yeah,
it's a journey, it's an experience, and I think a lot of people who've come here for any reason, like for studies or just change their moved here for whatever reasons, they definitely will resonate. And it really also is different for us, the people who came back in 2000s or prior to that, is that there were no social media, so it was so hard to make friends and know people around you that it was just tougher. So. But thank you for sharing that, Cheta. Thanks a lot.
yeah. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then before when we were talking to each other and was talking, I was asking you about, your background. You mentioned your musical background. And I have seen that firsthand because a few times that we have met, we have had karaoke nights, we have had like pujas, So I've heard you sing like Bollywood bangers to like really classical music, to bhajans, and you have a beautiful voice, Chatra, I must say. And maybe
Thank
I'll
you.
have you sing a little bit today, but but tell me about that. About your musical background from learning Carnatic music and learning to play veena.
Yeah, yeah, I started, well, I should say, there's a little bit of music in my family because my dad and my grandmom used to sing quite a bit. My dad still sings. And my mom was very much into Veena. I don't know why. So she was learning Veena for a while when I was
Mm-hmm.
young.
Mm-hmm.
So that really got me into that. I didn't realize I would sing that young because I was probably in my fourth or fifth when I started looking into Veena because we had a Veena at home. I started playing at home. I really loved it. So I think I was in fifth grade when I started taking music Veena lessons. And then that went on for about 5 years. So I
Mm,
loved it so much.
mm,
I think I told you also at one point that I even did take my junior exam. So I was planning to take my senior exam as well.
mm, mm,
And so this was around ninth when I took my junior exam, and the even my music teacher, I loved her. I still am in touch with her, but she doesn't
mm.
teach anymore.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but I really wanted to continue Veena. I love the instrument so much,
Mm.
but my board exams and all that stuff, how things work, that came up, and then I was
Yep,
like, I need
yep,
to
yep.
still continue, and it never happened. um I That's still there somewhere in my
I was going
plans
to
in the
ask,
future.
do you still own a Arena? Nice,
I
nice.
don't. No,
No, you know? Oh, okay,
I
okay,
don't.
okay.
My I think my dad gave it to somebody, my cousin's friend or somebody, in
Uh,
India. But
nice. When was the
I
last
did.
time you played? Was it back when you were in ninth grade? Did you ever like pick it up after that?
I did for a little bit when I was in
Hmm.
college, but no, I
Yeah,
just didn't
yeah,
get that,
yeah.
that commitment.
That's
So I really want to
amazing.
do that sometime. I've never taken singing lessons, but Veena is still my passion. I
Oh,
really
wow.
want to pursue that at some point.
You know, that's
But
a unique instrument to have passion for, you know. Like people always go after guitar if it's a string instrument, right? But
yeah,
Veena is a very unique choice. So
it
I
is. And
think,
it's really
yeah,
hard to find teachers here too. That's the
yeah,
problem in the
yeah, yeah,
US. It is
yeah.
because to find somebody. I did find somebody close by here. So maybe I will think about going, but I need to make some time. It's always the case with everybody, right? So you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah.
put some effort and make time, like you're
That's
doing
true.
with your podcast, right?
Yes,
I love that.
exactly. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Thanks,
need to
thanks,
follow your
Chaitra. Yeah, I
passion.
know. I mean, you know, I was only, in fact, I was talking to my sister. Like, I was talking to her yesterday, and sometimes you have stressful days either at work or home. And yesterday morning, I was uploading my podcast, the one that I had recorded a while ago, and it just in those few minutes, I was feeling such joy. And I was just telling her that, for those few moments, I forgot the stress, the whatever was going on, because this is something that truly gives me joy, right? So yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know.
So you should,
I can totally relate.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You need to make time from your stressful life all the time. This is life just goes on. So
yeah, yeah. It's true.
that's awesome. Hats off
Great,
to you.
great. So that was about Carnatic music and Veena, but you also love to sing Bollywood songs and enjoy karaoke, which we have done together too a few times.
Yeah,
That was fun.
yeah.
So what's your favorite Bollywood musical era? Is it 80s, 90s, or 2000s?
It's actually 70s.
Really? I didn't even mention that.
I mean 60s and 70s actually I should say. I
Really? Oh,
love
wow.
old Hindi songs.
Oh,
Um
MG, that's so amazing. Yeah,
I
yeah.
know
Any
actually
any
we used
favorite one that you want to just hum a bit for everybody?
Oh, there's so many songs.
Yeah.
I love Lata Mangeshkar songs.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no comparison. Kishore Kumar, Lata Mangeshkar duets I listen
Mm-hmm.
to all the time. My all-time favorite is the movie Amar Prem.
Oh,
Rajesh Khanna and Sharmila
yeah,
Tagore.
of course. Beautiful
So
songs too.
yeah, Rena Biti Jai is my, it's my,
Huh?
I think it's my all-time favorite.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, and I love all the songs in that. But yeah, that era, I think the 1970 to 78,
yeah.
um, that was my most
That is
amazing
so
time, I think,
amazing,
because
Chaitra. Yeah, give us a little Rana Biti Jai today.
um, All right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Ah, 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 रहना बीती जाए शाम न आए रहना बीती जाए शाम न आए निंदिया न आए निंदिया न आए रहना बीती जाए शाम न आए रहना बीती जाए.
That was amazing, Chaitra. Thank you so much. Oh my God, that was so
Thank you.
mesmerizing. Thank you for
Thank you.
doing this, Chaitra. I think I appreciate it. My viewers will appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Now
Ritu.
I'm getting more ideas of just having a musical podcast with you one day. Just talk about
I
music.
would love it. That's oh my God, I love music. I mean anything, right? It doesn't have to be Carnatic, Hindustani, Bollywood,
Yes.
anything. I mean, it
Yeah. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
takes the stress out of you, I think.
It does. It does. I love music too. I'm love with music as well. Yeah, but my favorite era, I love a lot of 90s songs, a lot, a lot.
You do?
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, the 90s are my favorite.
Yeah, actually, we used to own a gramophone
Mm-hmm,
record when I was
mm-hmm,
young. So
mm-hmm.
my mom used to have these old Hindi songs. That's
Yeah,
I think where I got
yeah.
them.
I think that's
But
where the connection is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
even my mom, she sings also, and she used to love all these old songs also all the time. We used to have a
yeah,
small transistor, used to call that radio in those back in those days, and there were always music on that radio.
yeah.
She used to keep it in the kitchen while she would cook, and we would all hear the music around us.
I know. I remember
Yeah,
Auntie sang the other day. She was really good. She sang
she is.
one of the Sindhi songs, I think, for
Oh, really? Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
sister's
Yes,
puja, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yeah, yeah,
that was
yeah.
so good.
She
And you
was.
sing so well, Ritu. You and Bhanu
Well,
too. You guys.
not in front of you. Yeah, but yeah, we're just bathroom singers.
Come on. No, I've heard it, so I can vouch for it.
Thanks, Chatra. You know, my next question is another passion of mine.
Yeah,
Well, it's reading. I love books, and I know you do too. And when I asked you about your little bit of your reading background, and I was just taken aback because there are so many genres. Like, OMG, she's reading everything. What's left? So let's talk about that. About your love for reading and how it began. And you mentioned your favorite genres are fiction, nonfiction, astronomy. Wow, that's pretty unique. Very good. And geopolitics. So, how do you keep up with juggling among different genres? And what's your most favorite? And any particular book or authors you would like to mention? But I know this is like a bit of a loaded question, but I want to ask you, how have you always been a reader growing up? You have.
I have. I
Okay.
have.
Okay.
I've been reading since the time since the time I remember when I was young. From then on, I was a big fan of detective novels when I was young. You know,
Mm.
the typical Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew kind
Nancy
of
Drew.
novels.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's how I grew up, and then I went to Perry Mason, Sherlock Holmes, and those were my genres at that time.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
then that, after that, once I came to the US, I think the access to books is something else here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the first time I remember I went to a library here, and then I was amazed by how many books that are available. because back home in India, it was such a challenge to go find some good books. I used to go to
Mm-hmm.
these this Bangalore Central Library to find any good English books, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that was one thing. Access to the books, the range of books that you get here is something else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of reading digital versions.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
a
Me
physical
too.
book in my hand.
Yes, yes, yes.
So that yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Every
yeah.
now and then there is a package outside and there are books in it, and my husband goes, I have never seen you reading. You just buy books and just like collect them. And I tell him, I will read. I need this book. I want it. I will read it one day, but I need it right now. He goes, even
Yeah,
I
I
like,
know.
I cannot read on the phone.
Yeah,
For a book, I need actual book to read.
that is
So,
true.
astronomy, Chatra, how did you, is this your like engineering background or like what drew you to astronomy? Is it, or you
I
just,
I Yeah, I would, I know that is weird, but I keep telling my husband Amit that if I had a chance, I would probably do something in astronomy. I would not go into engineering. You know,
oh, really?
that is
Wow.
my yeah, that is an
Wow.
area that I just it amazes me. You know, I look
Uh,
up at the sky and I
yeah.
feel we are so insignificant in front of
Yeah.
what is out there, right? So
Yeah.
that whole
Yeah.
thing just amazes me. So even now I keep myself up to date on everything astronomy or the latest updates on what's going on, and I still read a lot of books about astronomy.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
I Yeah, it's amazing actually. Anything. Um, I'm a big physics nerd also, so I do quantum
Ah,
physics and
yeah.
astronomy
Yeah.
in
Oh,
general.
wow. Quantum
So
physics. Now that was the catchword that I know you got my attention. I mean,
so I don't know
uh,
what I'm doing in engineering sometimes. That is
yeah.
sometimes in India, you're forced into
You
whatever you're
either have to be an
doing.
engineer or a doctor. Yeah, it's how
Right.
it goes.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so in my family, my sister is a doctor, so I automatically my journey was decided before I thought about it.
Yeah.
So
I'm remembering the scene from Three Idiots when that boy gets born and it's like, हमारे घर engineer पैदा हो.
yeah, see, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So I know I really wish if I were born in the US, then probably I would
Yeah.
do something
But why
different.
life is still ahead of us, Chatra. We should never say never. So, you know,
That is so true, Ritu.
yeah,
I
yeah,
know, but yeah, it needs a lot of dedication to change
commitment. I
track
know.
at this time.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. It's hard, especially with our family, commitments and
I
work
know.
commitments. It becomes a bit hard. But thank
Maybe
you for
once I
sharing.
retire.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
It's true. That's
yeah.
a dream too, right? To retire one day.
I know,
So,
right? Yeah.
well, any particular book or author you want to mention? Or
Um,
you can do few if you want.
well, actually, I have two authors that I really like. One is Brian Greene. His book. So he's a physicist who's written many books around not just astronomy. I think just general quantum physics also. So the one book that really got me into this whole thing about quantum physics was something called The Fabric of Cosmos. I think
Hmm.
yeah, something like that. So
Hmm.
that book really got me into this whole field in detail, and so I've read most of his books.
Hmm.
Um, but he's been my all-time favorite. I still go sometimes read his older books.
Hmm.
Um, and then there is another author called David Sanger. So he's a New York Times
I have heard his
columnist.
name. Yes. Yeah.
So I follow him quite a bit. I read most of
Nice.
his columns, and then I read his books. So I like his
Awesome.
reading too.
Great. 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 Great.
Yeah,
Thanks for sharing that, Chadra. Thanks a lot.
yeah.
All right. So we're almost coming to the end of our podcast and we still haven't got to the travel, which
Oh
is
yeah.
again such
Oh
a
my God, I love
important
it.
part of your life, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you've traveled in the US and Europe. How has the travel impacted your life, Chatra? I like.
Tremendously, I would say. And the biggest thing that goes for me with travel is the amount of time I spend with my husband and daughter. There is no comparison because every day we hardly get to talk. We're so busy with our lives. Traveling is one time where we sit down, we plan, not just traveling, the
Mm,
planning that goes for it, right? Goes with it. So we plan together, we travel together, we spend so much time all through the day. So that is one of the biggest pulls for me with traveling.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
especially my daughter just turned 15. I
mm-hmm.
can't believe it.
Yeah.
So we have like 3 more years to go. So we're going to make uh, everything count the next 3 years and travel as much as we can, spend as much time with her as possible. I'm not saying we won't travel after that, but you don't get the same time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we want to make the most out of it. So that is,
That's
uh,
amazing, amazing, Chatra. And I completely agree, that time is free from everything else. There's no noise around, and you just with
yeah,
your family exploring the world. I think it's a great way to bond within family too, and bond with other cultures, right? In the world.
definitely.
So
I
that's
know.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yep.
and what's your absolute favorite destination when it comes to food? Because food is so important to us. And
Well, actually, surprisingly, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat, right?
okay. Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, me
Europe
too.
is one. So Europe is one place that I don't enjoy from a food perspective.
I see. I
We,
see.
but we are going to Italy next week.
Mhm.
So I am so looking forward to the Italian food. That's
Oh
one country that
yeah, that's
I
true.
am.
It'll be all carbs, but worth it, right?
Totally. Yes, yes. No, yeah. Italian food is, mwah, love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, but no other place comes close. I mean,
yeah.
I don't like, we've been to Switzerland, Germany, Austria, and a bunch of other countries. The
Right,
food is
right.
so bland.
Yeah, yeah.
And we love Mediterranean food here, Middle
Mm-hmm.
Eastern food. And
Mm,
so when we went to Greece last year, I was really looking forward to Greek food, but I was hugely disappointed.
really.
So yeah, I
Mm,
mean, I couldn't find any good place that we enjoyed Greek food. So
mm.
sometimes you feel like we live in the US, so we are used to some of these cuisines, but they could probably be not authentic, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we are used to some sort of food here, and then we go to the place, and it happened with me with Mexican food too. We went to Mexico, and I was like, "This is not the Mexican food we eat in the U.S., right?"
So it could be either of
So,
two things, Chatra. Either they um, modify it here and we
hmm,
get used to that taste, and then we actually don't like the authentic taste,
yeah.
or they're actually making it better here, which I doubt.
Could be because you asked that question about what my all-time favorite is. I think my food still in the US is the best.
Yeah, right.
We went to the West Coast, LA, a few years ago, right? The food
Right.
there is amazing. So just the I don't know if you have heard of this place called Surti Fazan, Farhan
Oh
or
yeah,
Fazan,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
the I don't know, it's just in the LA side and the Bay Area, I think.
Okay,
It's only in that
okay,
area. We don't get any of that here.
okay.
So it's a Gujarati chain,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was one of the most
The
amazing chaat
snacks, yeah.
place. Yeah,
Nice,
amazing. So I
nice.
still remember that.
Yeah, I
Um,
know, right? Yeah. Oh,
but
thanks
yeah,
for
you can
sharing
compare
that,
the
Chaitra.
food in the
Yeah, right?
US.
Yeah. Like sometimes people say the best Indian food is in London. And I would think really best Indian food should be in India, right? Why would
Right.
she be in London?
I know.
Well,
Canada,
yeah,
actually. West Indian food in Canada, I would
that's
say.
true.
It's
Oh my gosh,
really
we were
good.
there 2 years ago. OMG. There's every nook and corner there was an Indian restaurant. Like we were close to Niagara Falls. And oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, it's amazing.
All right. So before we end, we have 3 minutes left, Chatra, and this
Hmm.
is one round that I am introducing on this podcast with you. It's called a rapid fire
Okay,
round.
yeah. All right.
So you can think,
I'm the guinea
okay?
pig. Hmm.
I'll just ask you just to pick one, okay? Are you ready?
Yes,
All right. Mountains or beaches?
mountains.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Coffee, tea, or something else?
Oh, coffee.
Well, the next one is tricky. Karaoke or dancing?
Oh my God, karaoke.
Yeah.
Not a dancer.
Road trip or plane ride?
Road trip.
Road trip. Next one, I think I know the answer. Bollywood classics or new hits?
Bollywood classics.
Classics.
Any day.
Oh, I don't know if you can pick for this one,
hmm
Chatra. Veena or singing?
Oh my
I
God.
had to give you one difficult. I had to.
Oh my God. Maybe
You can
Veena,
say,
a
you can say
tiny, tiny bit.
Veena.
Yes,
Oh my God, that's your first love then.
it is.
Spicy food or mild? Spicy?
Yeah,
Mild? Spicy?
spicy. No,
Spicy.
no,
Yeah.
spicy
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Spicy all the way. The more, the better.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
Summer or winter?
Oh, summer.
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 Always.
I
Me
need to
too.
wear all my dresses, I need it.
Exactly. Exactly. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Sunset? Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This one is a good
The
one. Stargazing or city lights?
stargazing.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
love it. Oh,
Okay, this one is I think I know this one too. Cats, dogs, or neither?
oh, dogs. Oh
Dogs.
my God,
Dogs.
any day. Oh, I love
You
them.
have a pet too, right? Chewy. I love that name
Chewy.
so much.
Thank you.
All right. Comedy or drama?
Drama.
Me too.
I
Okay. Last one. If you could
yeah.
teleport anywhere right now, where would that be?
India.
Good choice.
Oh yeah, I went to India after 19 years. Really.
That's a
Yes,
long
I
time.
know.
So
Last
yeah.
November. So,
Oh my
I
goodness.
realized how much I missed it. So,
Oh. Well, we are on top of our hour, Chatra. I cannot even begin to tell you how much I enjoyed this conversation. It
same
was
here.
so amazing. Thank you so much for coming on my show. And yeah, you could just be my, recurring guest because we had so
I
much
would
fun
love that.
together.
Any
All
day.
right.
Ritu, it was amazing. Thank you so much. It was so
Thank you.
much fun.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'll see you around. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.